And of course, I will say that our property taxes are not as much as people would think. Last year, we only had about 17,000 in property tax, real property tax. But every little bit helps though.
Yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of payments so far this year. Yeah, very little coming in through Coweta County, so every time I open the mailbox, I'm like, please, Jack, please.
Well, let's talk to Mr. Farrell and see if that's.
He sends them every 15 days.
Oh.
Jack, but it's very good. They're not due yet, so
Okay. Well,
we'll see.
we'll see. Are there any questions from council on the 2019 budget? All right. The next remaining item of old business are our traffic study options. If you flip over to the matrix that we've got here, we have gone back, done some further research, and we've got it divided up now into humps, cushions, and tables. Conversation with council on previous occasions and others in the business have indicated the tables are the best way to go. They're the ones that have 6 feet or so of a ramp up, 6 feet or so flat, and another 6 feet going down. You can see the apples to apples, fairly close apples to apples comparisons across 4 different providers. This does not include installation, but a reliable figure for, well, as reliable as it can get, is for 20 to 50% of the product cost is what will go towards installation. So you can look at this and add about, so basically about $10,000 on the high end for installation. What I would like to see us do tonight is pick one of these 4 options. Let us start pricing that out and then give us an installation dollar amount to get to. The location for the 6 tables would be 2 North Tarrantine, 2 South Tarrantine, and then 1 each on East and West Main.
Pardon me, one
Yes.
second.
And if
On
I've
this
misspoken,
spreadsheet,
please correct me.
I'm sorry?
If I have misspoken, please correct me.
Well, I think I must have, on Piedmont Paving and Transcore, it says includes installation and delivery. It does not actually include installation. It includes installation hardware and tools, but it does not include installation.
So the Piedmont does include installation because that is the actual permanent ones. It's Transcore that does not include installation and delivery. Because Transcore is the not temporary, I guess the temporary ones.
We don't want to be temporary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're bolted down, but they're removable. You
Yes.
can go back. Except for Piedmont. Piedmont is actual asphalt.
So that will stay.
Yes, it will.
Is that what we want?
You know, that's kind of the crux of the matter. I mean, if we don't want it, we can always mill the asphalt ones back down, but the consensus from council was to go with the ones that you could remove if we needed to.
Which is all of them except for Piedmont.
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Why is traffic supplies and distribution so much higher?
I think because they are buying them from Transcore and they're adding their markup to it.
Well, let's just rule them out right now.
Yes. Yes, and that was our sticker shock. And of course, it also includes the hardware and signage for it as well, but it's, yeah. Y'all know me by now, I hate to go for the cheapest option just because it's the cheapest option. But
Where would this money be coming from?
Splost, 2013 Splost.
So it's there.
It's there, yes, sir.
What kind of signage is it that it includes, like
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it's gonna be one 50 yards ahead of it, and then one right there at it.
Can we not get the county to help us out with that?
No.
We'll be filling this right.
Yeah, they are.
It's like goat meat, we chew it to
Yeah.
their kids.
Yeah, they don't like it for several reasons. And I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, we owe it to our citizens to be safe and to control the speed and all that.
Speaking of citizens, you don't have to have a hearing at all for any of this? A public hearing?
We've had a public hearing on this every council meeting.
Is
for
it
18
announced?
months.
But I'm talking about an announced public hearing. It doesn't count if you just say it at council meeting. You have to have, if it's required by law, it has to be an announced public meeting. And I don't have any idea, I'm just asking
Yeah,
questions.
I mean, we can ask Brad, but I really don't think so, considering how much we've talked about it and how much we've presented it. And in fact, didn't we have a public hearing? Was it last week? Or sorry.
It was a work session.
Last month, we had a work session. Okay. Okay. To where we talked about it. I mean, there've been plenty of notice.
I'm just asking a question, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either, but I do think the signage would have to be put up, you know, with advance notice. But we'll double check with Brad on that.
While you ask him about the other things too, if you would. Something else came up, and you said you had to have a public hearing. Verify what all you have to have regarding this, that some yes or no for public hearings. About we had 2 or 3 options. We had the dead end, the cul-de-sac option, and we had the one-way option, and we had this option. So we've got 3 things. Find out of each one of those, do you or don't have to have a hearing, all at the same phone call?
Well, you read how much it's
Just for,
gonna cost
just
you
for future reference.
cul-de-sac, right? Did y'all read that?
150,000, roughly.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to go back
I'll
there.
call him and ask him. Think that'll be a problem.
I think we need to move on this, like, we've been talking about it for a long time, so something, either yay or nay, let's go with it.
So,
Put this to bed.
So, do y'all want to go with the ones that we can adjust the positioning if we need to? Or, because obviously the Piedmont paving is right in line with the rubber, speed tables. Do you want the ones that we can pull up if the occasion arises for it? Or do we want the one that we have to mill down in order to get rid of it?
Spending this kind of money, I don't see, find one you have to tear up.
Yeah.
If they work, why would you remove them?
Right. Yeah. Well, and part of that is because of the last time that we put them in, and granted it's a different product, but the last time we put speed bumps in, the complaints started coming in almost immediately, didn't they? With the noise and
Why did they take them up?
because the county was going to repave them and we had to remove them to get the roads repaved. Julie?
At my homeowners meeting, they talked about the speed bumps
Mhm.
and the ones, the removable ones. They said it invites vandals in who are not satisfied with the speed bump, and they miraculously are removed.
Okay, so these are speed tables that are probably as long as this set of tables right here. If them vandals can come and remove it, then you know what, that's not someone I'm gonna try to stop removing it anyway.
Now, these don't have the gaps in them, right?
Correct, these do not.
They're solid.
Yes, sir.
Woe be unto them, they start removing our speed bump.
Hey, they blew up our pool. Unhappy homeowner. They blew up our pool. They put, 4th of July, they put, cherry bombs, fireworks into the drains of the pool and caused $13,000 worth of damage.
Oh.
So the next year, they had Coweta police there. Nice.
Wow.
This is why we can't have nice things. So, are y'all thinking to go with the asphalt ones provided by Piedmont? Is that your No?
Cause like you said, the complaints will start coming in, then we can't.
Do anything about it?
So TransCore has the removable ones?
Parking place and TransCore are both removable.
But one includes installation, the other one doesn't.
No, TransCore does not include that, that
Remember,
is
that's
a
the one I
mistype.
said.
Oh, that was the one?
Does not include,
So neither one of those two have includes installation.
correct.
Well, if they're the same thing, why not go with the parking place?
Okay, and those are and we have 20-foot streets out here. It's 19.6 wide and then 10.6 long with a 3-foot rise, 3-foot rise, and then 3-3 rise, 3-3 across and 3-3 drop.
$14,000 difference.
Mhm.
And it's gonna cost,
So both of them
well,
the
You're
same?
still gonna have to pay for installation.
Yeah.
who would we hire them for installation?
Oh, no. We might could hire Piedmont. Piedmont might do it.
Yeah, but what are they gonna charge, or you didn't go with them for
Yeah.
that?
Say, I don't
You
know.
got a big drill and a bit, we'll put them in ourselves.
And you know, and I thought about that, but I don't know what the liability would be.
Yeah.
Well, I would
You
think
see
you
a
just ask them
transfer,
what it would cost them.
they might have- Traffic might have got
Them or buy a
Apply
contract.
for transport, and kind of the price is different, so,
Yeah.
so we'll be in the same boat with that one.
And I'll be honest, a lot of these places seem to buy from Traffic Logics. They, which is one of the ones that's up above. Because I've noticed when I was looking at the different prices, and if you look at in your packet with the things, you'll see that you'll see the Rubber Form or Traffic Logics logo on some of the other quotes. So I think some of these places are just resellers. And I'll have to look back through my notes and see, some of these can recommend installers, but I don't remember which one specifically said that.
Too bad we can't put a gate at each entrance. Like a, maybe, everybody put the code in and go down.
Yeah, they'd come up with-
I mean, it's cheaper, a gate.
Be a gated community.
Yeah, there you go. We can definitely remove that easily.
Right.
So we're gonna move forward with this, that's what we want to do tonight.
I'm ready if y'all are.
Let's do it, because we've been talking about it.
Okay, so would you like to make a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, I guess we go with the parking place.
All right, at the locations indicated in the traffic study?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we have a motion on the floor.
Yeah, I'll second that.
All right, all in favor?
I don't know, that's a lot.
A lot of money.
Put a lot of,
But-
some complaints gonna come.
Well, it is, but it's also the least amount of the lots of money, and if it is. a
No
problem,
coaching from the sidelines.
Do I know?
She's
I was
gonna-
teasing you, I said, no coaching from the sidelines. God, I forgot I got somebody else.
See, I don't live on the street, so I don't know exactly what the problem is. And when, like, earlier, when on the way here, I didn't think I was going as fast as I was, and I saw that little, see, I'm telling I was going 30, I'm like, good God, I was just coasting, so, I don't know, and I don't know, what kind of complaints we're gonna get behind it.
Well, if they don't like it, they go Highway 54.
Well, I'm
On
not talking about
speed.
them, I'm not talking about
You
them.
won't, oh, shame on
I'm
you,
talking
and you
about-
don't even live on the street, so
I'm
you
talking
would
about
not be affected.
No, I
I'm
mean, I
talking
won't be.
municipality,
I mean, if they don't like the
Exactly.
speed, I don't want them speeding through here.
I don't either, but that's not a very nice thing to say, let them go another way. That's
No,
like
if they
saying,
don't
get
like
out
the
of town
speed
if you don't
humps,
like it.
That's what we're trying
But
to do,
remember
get the
we
speeders
talked
off the
that
road.
We don't want them to not come through this way to town, so, I don't know, so if it would be a permanent one,
I like slow too.
what happened, I don't know.
We'll see, this one is not a permanent.
I know, I just, I don't know.
Do you oppose?
I say, let's get a gate.
Or do you want to?
This month?
I don't know that. I don't know
Bring
that
that wall. I like
Hey,
that.
Cynthia, you're gonna find a lot less complaints with the speed tables than you do with the speed bumps.
Now we came and coaching from Sonora. I mean, from tourists.
Get less complaints with the table?
I think you will,
Yes,
because they're
I do
smoother,
too.
you won't get that big boom out of every tire that goes over it.
But you hear when they're bottom of their car.
No.
Well, especially if
Y'all
they're
okay
going
with
60
this?
miles an hour.
Right.
I go with my council.
Okay. All in favor?
I mean,
Okay, thank you.
no.
Okay.
Guess the next step is find somebody to put them in.
Yeah, and do y'all want to approve up to 50% of the cost for installation?
Will it be that much?
That'd be 30.
Well, he said 20 to 50% for installation is a good ballpark. So
You got installation, you got signage,
yes.
and you see, probably pretty much double it.
Well, the signage, I don't think, signage isn't gonna be that bad. We can buy off the shelf signage.
Well, we can actually order those through Coweta County, we just have to pay their costs, no?
Well, I don't know. I'd rather buy them off the shelf.
Okay,
And in fact, we got speed humps ahead signs out there from the last time we had them.
okay.
You still got them.
Yes, we still got them.
I'm trying to get confirmation on Saturday with the Department.
So
of
still have
Juvenile.
signs?
From the last time.
But they had to take them up.
Yes, we had to take them up.
So we're looking at what, 30?
Yeah, probably a total of 30 grand.
It's still cheaper than traffic supplies and distribution.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Well, could've went with Piedmont and that'd be permanent for that price.
Right.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying?
No, I know, absolutely.
Only
I totally see
4,000
what you're
more
saying,
would
yeah.
be
And
permanent,
this
but
installed, and if we ever have to take them up, you're just gonna have to get a jackhammer and move.
Yeah, it'd be a lot, yeah, but if we ever did have to remove them,
I
it would
know.
probably
It'd
be,
be costly.
cost that same amount to remove it.
yeah, if not more. Because I could see them saying, well, I think the price to remove it's gonna be, and we don't have much choice in that.
I got another question. What about, when they made you take the other ones up, you said when they were resurfacing, I thought there were complaints too. Will the county still resurface our streets now with those in place?
If we remove them.
No, if you don't remove them.
No, they won't.
So they'll never come in and resurface our streets again?
Not if they are there, they won't, but if we remove them, they will.
So we definitely need to be permanent.
So you have to take them up to have the streets repaved?
Yes, yes, ma'am, because these sit on top of the streets that are there.
Then we have to pay them the same amount again to get them
Ooh, it
installed.
hasn't been that long since, I mean, it's been a long time since the streets have been redone. It may not be far off from having them done again.
No, we're probably a good 5 to 10 years before we have to have the streets redone. The main thoroughfares, there are a couple of smaller streets that we need to have patched and looked at, but Main and Tarrentine.
It's been a long time. Larry Hyde was still on the council when they researched it.
It
So you know how long
was-
ago that was? That's been 15 years.
It's been, I
You
was
remember.
thinking 12.
I ain't been gone that long.
Larry Hyde was on the council.
I know, but I mean, he ain't been gone that long.
Well, he's been gone a good while.
4 years, 6 years, I don't know.
I think it's been about 12 years since they were done, because we had just moved up there. We've been up there 15 years, so it's
I'm being sleepy.
Okay, so do y'all want to go ahead and approve up to 50%, basically 10,000 for installation, and if it's more than that, I'll come back to you?
Yeah.
All right, can I get a motion?
Yeah, move that motion.
Like,
So Tom moves up to 50% installation costs, and then Stan, you had a second, all in favor? Thank you. Okay, so,
30,000.
yeah, 30,000. All right, the next thing in the packet was just a ballpark from DOT for the cul-de-sac,
No. You said it was
put that file 13
150,000.
for right now.
150.
Yeah.
Do what?
Put that file 13 for right now.
Yep.
Yes, circular filing cabinet.
150,000.
Okay, so polling of council. I will start at the far end, Mr. Teagle.
Got the juvenile guy coming in probably Saturday to help us with the container.
I've also asked if y'all could put all the Christmas decorations in the gazebo.
Set the side out there.
Yeah, and Julie, Brandy and I, Monday, I have some training with Coweta County business license, and after I get finished with that, we're gonna come in and decorate the tree for the gazebo and for here. So
And you want all the old ones set out there too?
Yeah, because we're gonna probably trash what we,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
Because we've got all new decorations, and also too, the Sharpsburg Peacemaker Quilters has donated $200 to help us with the decorations as far as the ornaments for the tree. So I've purchased all the ornaments and we're good to go. We just need to go to Elizabeth's and get all the wreaths and some pre-lit garland. Can you bring that down here? Is there a lot?
I will.
Okay, yeah, she said she didn't come down Monday, Elizabeth did and help us, so she's gonna have to split some of the stuff.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That way we can go ahead and start decorating the gazebo with all the pre-lit garland. And actually, I asked Officer Kenny if he could have his guys help us put some around the town lamppost on Carrington and Main. I think there's plug-ins and everything's pre-lit, so I think that'll look nice.
Okay.
Stan, anything? Ms. Cynthia?
No, that's it.
Righty. Dina,
Um,
clerk's comments?
Yes, like I said, the Quilters has donated the $200 for Christmas decorations, and Julie and I have also got all of our business license sent out last week, and our alcohol license have been sent out, and all three have paid, so.
Oh!
Yay, so
Cool.
alcohol licensing is done, I just got to print up, I got the background checks, thank you for picking them up this week, so I'll be able to get those two alcohol licensing out for the two stores on 54. And all the business license will be due February the 18th, so we'll be working hard.
The gentleman from the hot dog place got his license?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, he got his 2019 and his 2020 separately, so that all worked out for him too. Plus, actually, over the weekend, he called, was it Wednesday before Thanksgiving? And he's been approved to go ahead and get the wall is going to be cut out so he can make Suite A and B Suite A. So now he's gonna be opening up a pizza place on that side. Well, actually, he's not gonna have seats in the Suite A, but all the seats are gonna be in Suite B with TVs and a bar. He's gonna have beer and wine and pizza. He's adding pizza, so
Oh, good.
he's making a big move. So
Hope he does well.
yeah,
Excellent.
the fire marshal still has to give us okay before I can give him a building permit, but I think they're willing to start pretty quickly, so everything so far has worked out.
Good deal.
Okay, so as far as the mayor's minutes, I've only got three real quick things before we go into executive session. First thing is between now and December 14th, we are collecting warm hats, gloves, and new or light new coats. You can drop them off at Town Hall or at the library. And then what we're planning on doing is we will put outreach materials and small sundry items into the pockets, so when they are cold and put it on, they stick their hands in their pockets and they'll have a referral to Coweta Force or the bridge or One Roof, just to help some of the homeless population. We'll start first here in Coweta, and then if we have anything left over, then we'll go up maybe to downtown Atlanta or somewhere nearby. But Coweta people will be served first, and then we will go out from there. It's something that Missy is doing, and so if you can, dig through your closets and find stuff for folks, and then we'll get to those in need. The second thing is for council. The Three Rivers Regional Commission is putting out a water and sewer workshop on December 16th out at the fairgrounds on Pine Road. With the work that we're probably going to be doing in 2020, this would be a good bit of background information for not only you guys, but also for staff. I think I'm going to go ahead and authorize staff, if their schedule's allowed, to go ahead and go up there as a group, so that way they have all this background information, so that when I'm talking about USDA rural development, they'll know what they pay for and what their loan process is and all that. It's only half a day, it's just right down the road, so it's really going to benefit. And the third thing is we have set dates for our public input sessions, public hearings on activities and amenities. What do the people around here want to see in town? Do they want more plays? Do they want a recreation league? Do they want different classes here in the community center? You're gonna start seeing posters go up. The first one is Friday, January the 10th. The second one is at the February Town Council meeting. We're gonna skip March, and we'll have the final one in April. And it's also not on a council meeting night. So we're gonna kind of mix it up for people. We'll also do some online stuff as far as surveys, and just get some ideas and let people know this is what we're trying to do, what do you want, and then just design things for their services to fit their needs. And it's just mainly for us to listen and just kind of prompt the conversation. All right, so we do need to go into executive session for just a few moments to discuss personnel. So if I can have a motion
I motion.
and a second.
Second.
All right, all in favor? All right, let's step in the back, please. Oh,
She didn't like going back to school today, did she?
I feel the same way. I didn't wanna come back to work today. It was hard.
Nobody wanted to do, I had to get up early too.
It
Oh
was very
dear.
hard.
Well, I presume this is about you since you didn't go with them.
Yeah, this is about my health insurance.
Tom looks
thought
pretty
they did.
detached tonight, is
They're
he
not gonna
sick?
give you a pink slip or nothing,
Huh?
huh? They're not gonna give you a pink slip?
Not,
Just a